Hey y'all, Fuzzy Biker here in the Mighty Mini Travis of Baxter Cycle. This is a very special day. I have a very short list of bikes that are, my favorite of all time that I absolutely want to ride. This is right at the top. This is a K model Harley-Davidson. It's a KH model. It's a 1954. They're very hard to come by. I have worked for years to get a ride on one of these, and I've been promised accessibility to them, and just, it's never happened. This one got traded in yesterday, and it's a stellar example of one. It's been restored. It's just a wow machine. This is the predecessor to the Sportster. The first Sportsters, Harley-Davidson Sportsters, were 1957, I think. This is a 1954. It looks like a Sportster, but it's a flathead engine. That means the valves go up and down like this. The top of the valve's up here, and this is a head right here. The head is just bolted right on the top. The valves are all in here. This is the push rods, the 4 cams down here, generator over here. It's kickstart only. It's got a 4-speed transmission. This is the predecessor to the Sportster engine. The Sportster engine had a trap door so you could take the transmission out. In this motor, you have to actually split the case to do that. It's got a right side shift, 4-speed right there. Like I said that already, didn't I? This is the chain drive mechanism right here. Chain is on the right side like a good Sportster would have it. Kickstart right here. Little spring hole right there. Check that out. Isn't that something? Oil tank. It's a dry sump engine. This is the timing. The points are in there, and you control the timing with this lever over here. See that? And then the fuel, of course, on this side. The brake, the clutch, the horn. It kind of makes a noise. And then the high-lows, I think, are down here. One mirror on this bike. It is a fascinating machine. It's something, like I said, I've wanted to ride one of these forever. And it's a real treat to be able to do this. And I really want to thank Baxter Cycle for that. Look at this side here. Brake lever. There's the microelectronics of the day. Now, I want you to see this. So the lever, the long lever right there. Check that out. And then over across to over here. Comes out, there's a little bit of an arm, and then the rod back here, the adjuster right there. The drum is right there inside the sprocket. That's very similar to I have an old Sportster, an old Ironhead. It's similar to that. It looks like, if you look at the two of them, you would say, oh, they're the same. Well, they're similar. They're not the same, but they're similar. It's got the legs back here like an old Sportster would have, the fender. Look at that tail light. Isn't that something? I just love this. I just love this. I mean, look at that. Going over here. So the flathead engine, air cooled, of course, Sportster, 45 degree. The primary drive here, there's a chain here that connects it to the clutch. The big clutch barrel will be under there. That feeds into the transmission right there. Is this the horn? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I think it is the horn. So generator right there. Instead of the old-fashioned regulator, it's got a solid state regulator. They added that. Look at this badging. Isn't that something? Just look at that, the striping, the paint, carburetor here. This is your choke on and off, fuel on and off right there. We'll leave that off until we're ready to go. We're going to try to ride this. Jumping up here, I already talked about the instrumentation a little bit. So the clutch lever, the horn, high-lows, the timing, fuel, brake. Look at this, very simplistic dash. Look at that, just a speedometer. And the odometer right down there. One of these is for the headlight. One of these turns on and off the bike. Oil light, generator light right there. Look at that whole front end dampener. I love that. I just love that. It's so, look at that. This is a tin plate that covers the front end. Gorgeous headlight. If you know Sportsters and you look at this, you'd think, wow, those are really narrow. These are narrow. They're very thin. I can't remember what the dimension on them, but these are the original, telescoping forks. Very, very thin at that time. This has got aluminum wheels on it. Aluminum wheels are lighter, less inertia to spin around, so you get, you feel like you have more power. It takes less energy to run them. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. Hey, look at this thing. Is that the one with the 500 kit?
No.
Oh, they made one of those with a 500 kit. We're going to ride that very soon too. Coming down here, I think this is the speedo drive right here. This cable that goes into the transmission's over here. I just love this thing. Coil shocks on the back. Look at that pipe, all 2 into 1. It's just a beautiful thing. Every piece of this is metal. Every piece of this is metal. This is more than a motorcycle. This is like sacred ground. I know I'm getting carried away, aren't I? But seriously, it's really that special. I remember the first time I saw one of these. It was in Davenport, Iowa. Some guy was out riding it around and just having a ball on it, and I just fell in love with it. I'm a sucker for Sportster. I've got two of my own. I've got a 97 and a 76. I've got a 76. So having said all that, what else can I show you real quick? Look at these. These are cast levers. Isn't that beautiful? All this little detail work, you know. Just, wow, I'm just blown away. Handlebars are rubber mounted. There's rubber mounting in there. So that moves like that. That must be a ground. All right, it's Kickstart only, so I'm going to go get some help maybe and get this thing started. I'm going to try it on my own, but I can't do it. I'm going to have help, but I'm going to gear up and do it. Let's do it. Wahoo! All right, y'all. 1954 Harley-Davidson KH model. Let's see if I can turn this on. I'm assuming that's on. I don't know. We're in neutral. We're gonna do a little bit on the timing here. Forward is all the way retarded. Back to the first detent. Kickstarter out. Should be about 6-to-1 compression. Should be an easy kick. We'll give it a little bit of gas. Not even a pop. Wonder if I'm doing that right. Okay, the lights are on. Let's try it again. Let's give it some choke this time. It is a cool day, but the bike's been sitting inside. Got a cough out of it. Back the choke off just a little bit. All right, we got it to go. Now what do I do? I shut off the choke. Not sure what to do about the timing. Okay, the camera's working. Clutch in. First gear. Wish me luck. Okay, the back brake does work. Wow. Absolutely amazing. You know how long I've waited for this? Ha 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 ha! All right, this is sweet as heck. Wahoo! Ha ha ha! Oh, it runs really good. It runs really good. Ha 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 ha! What a treat, what a treat. So it is very cold down here in Iowa, up here, over here, wherever you're at from here. The back brake works, the front brake does work also, slightly. It's got a very thin front brake. Clutch is excellent. First gear. Second gear, ha ha ha!
next time you all the Mighty Metropolis of Oregon, make sure you stop right there at the Wahoo Grill. I mean the T-Rail Grill. That's what I'm trying to try their famous Wahoo burger. Wow, what a bite, what a bite. I'm in love, absolutely in love. This is a very special machine. I feel so privileged to ride this. Everything works right. I mean, everything, you know, the brakes work, the shifting is fine. The motor runs, like, you know, I got it to kick. What a treat to ride this. I love the suspension, the way it handled. Okay, we're back in first gear. Let's do some low speed here. Ha 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 ha! Look at that! Look at that! Wow! Exhaust my belly! Okay. We're gonna have to feet on the ground this one. Too many cars in the way. What a special bike. I'm in absolute, this is just, I'm in a Kinder Candy store, times 2, times 10. Now, if you all are interested in a motorcycle, brand new or used Royal Enfield Triumph classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, thingamajigs, doodads, helmets, gloves, jackets, coats, socks, underwear, parts of any type. Baxter Cycle has a massive Royal Enfield warehouse that they're just getting set up. Get yourself over here to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marty, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell them Harley Riding Fuzzy Biker sent you. Life is good, my friends. Get off the couch, get out that easy chair, get out there and live it. Wahoo! How do we shut it off? Oh yeah, what a ride, what a ride. That's the guy that owns it. Oh, that's dude.
You gotta make sure 50 degrees inside down.
Wahoo! Vermont. Wahoo!
Wahoo, Alaska!